Boker Tov and good morning. Yom HaZikaron is a difficult and complicated day. It's a day to remember. It's a day to remember and to honor those people who lost their lives defending Medinat Yisrael. It is also a day to honor the memory of those people who lost their lives due to terrorism in the state of Israel. And so we come together today, friends, to first offer nechama, to give condolences to the abbas, the imas, the brothers and sisters and friends who are here today remembering somebody they lost defending Medinat Yisrael. And we're here with them, brothers and sisters, to say they're not alone. But in addition to honoring the memory, and in addition to offering nechama, we're also here perhaps and hopefully to be inspired. Inspired to remember that those people died for Medinat Yisrael. And to inspire us to remember that Israel has our unconditional love. And to remember to support Medinat Yisrael. And to be inspired to do more to defend Medinat Yisrael. I often think about Israel like a family. I don't always agree with my family. I don't always do these things the way my family does them. But it's my family, and they get my unconditional love. And so around us today, there are people, our extended family, who are in a sense of loss or are feeling sad. And it's our obligation not only to offer them nechama, but also to remind them that we are going to do more to support Medinat Yisrael. And the reason this day is a little bit complicated is because we're here and we're not living in Israel. And it's not the same being far away. And it's not the same, but perhaps we have an opportunity. AJA, as you know, its connection with Medinat Yisrael is as strong as any school can be. And today we have an opportunity to connect in a very unique way. Because there are many people around us who live in Israel, who've been in Israel, and who have also experienced loss because of their devotion and dedication to Israel. And so today we're going to have an opportunity to hear from them. And again, our goal here is A, to offer them nechama, and to say we are with you, and it's okay to be sad, but also to tell them we're inspired by you, and we're inspired by the loss of your loved one. And we're going to do more to make sure that their memory continues to be a zechut for all of us. In just a moment, we're going to hear from some people. And I want to offer my hakarat tov, my thanks, to our beloved teachers, Rinat and Amnon, for sharing their story with us, as well as a parent, Danny Fogel, who's also going to share his experience and his story with us. We're going to begin our tekes, and I'm going to ask all of you to please rise and watch the lowering of the flag and listening to the siren in Medinat Yisrael. Please rise for a moment of silence. You may be seated. In a moment, we're going to begin our tekes, and I would like to thank Amir and Tali for helping put this together, and those staff members who supported that. I'm also going to speak to third and fourth graders. If you are a third and fourth grader and you are present without your parent, please go remind your parents or an adult that they need to be with you. And if no parent is available, please do log off. We're asking all third and fourth graders to have an adult present for this tekes.
מפחד כי לעולם איני בודד לא אאבד כי לצידי תמיד עומד אל גדול ונורא אשר במוצא פיו ברא עולמות ונשמות ואת ארצו היחידה גם כי אלך בגיא צל מוות לבדי לא ירא לא אפחד כי אתה עמדי שבטך ומשענתך המה ינחמוני ולא אהיה יותר ירא כי שומר עליי קוני
Kobe was a little brother. I knew him as a very happy boy. He was in the Noar Oved. He was a leader. Everybody loved him. He always laughed with everybody. Everybody admired him. When Kobe was 17, their mother died. That had very big effect on Kobe. He needed to grow up very quickly, and it wasn't so easy situation in the family. When Kobe was 18, this is the time in Israel to go to the army. He insists to go to a combat unit. He insists to be Chayal Karvi. He came to his father because the situation that his mother died, he needed his father permission. He was insist to get this permission. If his father said all the time that he don't want any more tragedy. They have enough in their family. But Kobe argued and didn't speak with his father because he wants that. And finally, in the end, his father Eli decided to sign and to let Kobe to go to a combat unit. Kobe joined intelligence and became to be an officer. He was a very successful officer. All his soldiers admired him and loved him. Kobe could serve and be next to his house because the hard situation that was in this time. But he was insist to be with his friend, and he was insist to go back to Lebanon and to serve there. 2 weeks before Kobe's 21st birthday, it was a big tragedy in Israel that called the Ason HaMesukim. 2 helicopters with soldiers on them on the way to Lebanon crashed, and 73 soldiers died. Kobe was one of those soldiers that died. When they came to tell Eli, Kobe's father, about Kobe, Eli immediately said that Kobe can't buried in a cemetery army, and he was insist that Kobe need to bury next to his mother. He said that the kids need to sleep and to be next to his mom. A famous artist in Israel. He was a friend's family. He wrote a beautiful song about Kobe, and he have a special line that tell all the story. I would like to read it. One cold night, Kobe's mother wakes up and sees that Kobe is lying next to her once again, sleeping.
Matanya was from our community, from our kibbutz, Tirat Tzvi. He was the firstborn son of Rina and Mark. They did Aliyah from the States, and they built their home in Tirat Tzvi. I remember Matanya, very humble, very quiet guy. Although he was a few years older than me, I played with him volleyball. Volleyball was one of his loved in one of his passions in his life. After Matanya graduated from high school, he chose to go to Mechina Kdam Tzva'it, to Mechina in Yerushalayim, Beit Israel. It's a Mechina of secular and religious kids from all over Israel. As a continue of his year in the Mechina, Matanya chose to enlist to the Golani unit. It was very important to be part of this unit. In general, it was important to him to be part of of the biggest society of the whole parts of Israel. At 2002, the security condition in Israel was very hard, and after a few big terror attacks, the government decided to go into a big operation, and that's how the IDF went into Chomat Magen operation.
ערב ליל הסדר שנת 2002, בזמן שכל עם ישראל ישב לשולחן הסדר, עשה את דרכו מחבל מתאבד. חדר האוכל של מלון פארק בנתניה. בפיגוע קשה החליטה ממשלת ישראל על יציאה למבצע רחב היקף בשטחי הרשות הפלסטינית, מבצע חומת מגן. כל ישראל מירושלים, בוקר טוב. צה"ל פתח במבצע.
As part of this operation, Matanya served with his unit in Jenin, not so far from Tirat Zvi. And while they were fighting, Matanya was shot and killed in one of the alleys. Matanya loved volleyball, and he played for many hours in his life. When he was a kid, he played in the kibbutz and all over Israel in few leagues. Ever since he was killed, every anniversary, we have a big tournament, a volleyball tournament. We call it Tournée Matanya, and actually it started as a small tournament when we play on the grass in the kibbutz, and it became a countrywide tournament when people come from Beersheba to Kiryat Shmona. They're all coming to Tirat Zvi, and we all play. It's a big event, and I think it's a beautiful event that combined everything that Matanya loved: the volleyball, the society in Israel, and the kibbutz. And you can actually see many kids playing around, and a lot of people happy and remember Matanya like that. This event is very important to all of us, to all of the kibbutz, because to Matanya's parents, the message is very clear about remember Matanya by celebrating his life.
My full name is Daniel Eitan Fogel. I'm named for two Israel Defense Force soldiers who were killed while in IDF service. The name Daniel is in memory of Dan Asher Fogel, Zichrono Livracha. Dan Asher was born in Poland. At 18, he was captured by the Red Army, taken to Siberia, and then later to Iran. From there, he fled to Palestine. In Palestine, he joined the Haganah, and in 1948, he was killed in combat. He left behind a wife and an unborn child. Eitan Rosenblatt, Zichrono Livracha, was my father's cousin. Born in Tel Aviv in 1959, he was known as a fantastic friend and a role model to his soldiers. He was tragically killed in a car accident at the age of 20 while in the IDF. Today, though, I want to tell you about someone who isn't related to me, who was my brother in arms. Someone who lost his life protecting my family and yours. On the 5th day of Av, Tafshin Ayin Dalid, which was August 1st, 2014, Hadar Golden, Zichrono Livracha, was killed by Hamas terrorists in Rafiach, a town in the Gaza Strip, during Operation Protective Edge. Hadar was a quiet, incredibly modest young man, a graphic artist and an illustrator. He was full of life and dreamt of building a family and of serving the Jewish people. He was killed during a humanitarian ceasefire, during which medical supplies were being brought into the Gaza Strip in an attempt to save lives. Hamas wasn't supposed to be attacking us, and we were not attacking them. I was there that day, with Hadar, in Rafiach. As a tank driver during Operation Protective Edge, my unit fought alongside Hadar's. As an American who'd made Aliyah, I'd entered the army in 2007. I'd been in combat several times and been through scary situations. I'd never had the chills. That morning, a suicide bomber emerged from a tunnel underground, exploded himself, and killed 2 IDF soldiers. The ensuing firefight led to Hadar's capture. When I heard over the radio inside of my tank that a soldier had been kidnapped, chills ran down my spine. I'd imagined that one of us, or even myself, might not come home alive. I'd never fathomed leaving one of us behind. Hadar was an exemplary officer. He loved every single one of the men who he served with. His commanders loved him, and more importantly, the soldiers who he commanded loved him. He volunteered for every single mission and insisted on being at the front. He loved the Jewish people and served the Jewish people, defending her and her citizens. He did the right thing despite it being dangerous. He did it to protect his fiancée.
אני מתגעגעת אליך, אני מחכה לך, אני מחכה לרקוד איתך בחתונה שלנו. עוד מעט, וכל עם ישראל מחכה איתי פה.
He did it to protect us. We did everything humanly possible to bring Hadar home. He wouldn't have hesitated even for a moment if it had been the other way. We failed. But I came home and Hadar did not. Hadar's body has been held by Hamas for 2,097 days. On Yom HaZikaron, I think of the men and women who gave their lives so that I can live my family life. So that I can live my proud Zionist Jewish religious life. I think of those lost, and I think of those that never came home. The ones I knew and the ones that I did not know. I dedicate my life to their holy mission. I thank God for them, and I ask Hashem to hold their neshamot close, because they died al Kiddush Hashem, in sanctifying God's holy name. Yehi zichram baruch. Their memory should be a blessing for us all.
בגט על מוות, לבדי, לא יראה, לא אפחד, כי אתה עמדי. לשאול ההווה, כילד ההולך לו לאיבוד, כפות ידיים מושטות מבקשות את העזרה, להמשיך איתך את המסע. ובצדדים הפרחים כאילו איבדו את זהותם, מחפשים עוד קרן אור שתעזור, עוד לגימה קטנה של מים ממעייני החוכמה, תביא להם את התקווה. הרים ראשי אסיים.
The loss of life is always sad. When I look and I see our chayalim crying in tears, it brings me pain. And when I see the people who I care about in pain, it just makes that so much worse. Yotam, I see you, and I'm with you. Yotam, our Shinshin, is with us online, and I can see the pain on his face. It's this time each year where I have the zechut of calling to our stage our staff members, and there are so many who are remembering somebody today. We don't have a stage today, but I would like to take an opportunity, and if you are able to put your computer into gallery mode, and at this time I would like to ask anybody in attendance who has lost somebody, a chayal, a chayalet, or somebody to the victim of terror, to please rise. And I will ask all of us to take a look and to see how connected our school is to Medinat Yisrael. And if you see a teacher or a staff member who is standing now, during the course of your learning today, or not, call or email them and ask them, why are you standing? For whom are you standing? And ask them to share a thought or a memory. Please take a look and scroll through our gallery to see those members of our community who are standing. At this time, I'm going to ask that we all rise and join me in the Kel Malei Rachamim. Kel Malei Rachamim, שוכן במרומים, המצא מנוחה נכונה על כנפי השכינה, במעלות קדושים טהורים וגיבורים, בזוהר הרקיע מזהירים לנשמות הקדושים שנלחמו בכל מערכות ישראל במחתרת ובצבא הגנה לישראל, ונשפו במלאכתם ומסרו נפשם על קידושת השם. בעבור שאנו מתפללים לעילוי נשמותיהם, לכן ברחמים יזכירם בסתר כנפיו לעולמים. ויצרור החיים את נשמותיהם, אדוני הוא נחלתם, בגן עדן יהיה מנוחתם, וינוחו בשלום על משכבותם, ותעמוד לכל ישראל זכותם, ויעמדו לגורלם לקץ הימים. ונאמר אמן.
Amen.
Please remain standing as I ask Eitan Linsider to lead us in the Misha Berach, L'Chayelei Tzahal.
Mishaberach Avotenu Abraham Yitzchak Yaakov, hu yivarech et chayalei tzva ha'agana l'Yisrael v'anshei kochot ha'bitachon, ha'amdim al mishmaretenu v'arei Eloheinu, migvul ha'levanon v'ad mibar Mitzrayim, min hayam ha'gadol ad lavo ha'arava, u'b'chol makom shehem b'yabasha v'yavir u'vayam. Yiten Adonai et oivenu hakamim alenu nigafim l'fnehem, HaKadosh Baruch Hu yishmor v'yatzil et chayalenu mikol tzar v'tzukah, mikol naga machala, v'yishlach bracha v'atzacha b'chol ma'aseh yadeim. ידבר שנינו תחתיהם ויתרם מחטא ישועה ובעטרת ניצחון, וקוים בהם הכתוב כי אדוני אלוהיכם ההוליך עמכם להילחם לכם עם אויביכם להושיע אתכם ונאמר אמן.
My dear students, today is a day that will be meaningful if you put the effort into it. So do please engage in your classes, ask your teachers questions, and make it a meaningful day. We're going to close our program with Hatikva, which is a wonderful segue to remind you all that I hope to see each and every one of you tomorrow at 10 a.m. as we transition from this day into Yom HaAtzmaut. Please remain standing and watch this beautiful Hatikva.
כל עוד בלבב פנימה נפש יהודי הומיה ולפתן מזרח קדימה ציון צופיה עוד לא אבדה תקוותנו בארצנו ארץ ציון וירושלים להיות עם חופשי בארצנו ארץ ציון וירושלים.
המשמר יחטיף את נשקו. החטף, שק.
Yom Tov, everybody. Have a meaningful day.